a blank face, lost in the rain. No name, no shadow, just a hole in the frame. They walked right through me, like I was there. I held my breath, but nobody cared. Then I saw it split across the black, a burning sign, and it called me back. More louder now, I can feel it wake. So they were broken on destiny, no more break. Comet skin, I don't bend. Kimi no Michi, I'm not the end. Comet skin, hear me well. Tsuyoi, I'll let them in.
My name is Max, and for 23 years that name meant absolutely nothing. I wasn't a hero. I wasn't a villain. I wasn't even a side character with a quirky personality to make the main cast laugh. I was background noise, a worker bee drowning in fluorescent office light, shuffling papers that nobody read for a company that would forget my name the week after I quit. I had no friends, no dreams I believed in anymore, no story worth telling. I ate the same lunch every day. I took the same train home. I stared at the same cracked ceiling before falling into the same dreamless sleep. This is it, I used to think. This is all there is. I wasn't angry about it. That was the saddest part. I'd stopped feeling angry a long time ago. I'd stopped feeling much of anything. It happened on a Tuesday. Of course it did. Nothing dramatic ever waits for a weekend. I was walking home from another forgettable shift when the sky above the city split apart with color, violet and gold, and a deep, pulsing blue that had no name in any human language. People stopped in the streets. Cars slowed. Phones came out. Then the comet came. Not a normal comet. Something else. Something ancient and alive. It stretched across the entire horizon like a river of light from another dimension, trailing energy that hummed against our skin, seeped through walls, passed through bones like warm water. It wasn't falling. It was visiting. Scientists would later call it the dimensional fracture event. The rest of us called it the blessing, because when that light touched people, it changed them. A woman 3 streets over walked straight through a concrete wall on her morning commute and nearly had a heart attack. A teenager in a pool suddenly discovered he could breathe underwater, and stayed down there for 6 hours just because he could. People rose off rooftops, bent steel with their bare hands, moved faster than cameras could track. The comet had bathed the earth in power from beyond our dimension, and ordinary people were waking up extraordinary. Including me. I didn't notice it at first. I was almost hit by a bus. A full, speeding city bus that ran a red light and plowed straight into me. And then, nothing. I looked down. The bus had crumpled around me, folded like paper against my chest. The driver was fine, just white-faced and shaking. I was untouched. Not a scratch. Not even a scuff on my jacket. I stood there in the wreckage and felt something I hadn't felt in years. Alive. The days that followed were chaos and wonder in equal measure. People were discovering powers across the globe. Every flavor imaginable. The internet exploded. Governments scrambled. The world collectively lost its mind in the most spectacular way. And I was running experiments on myself in an empty parking lot at 2 a.m. Car crashes, nothing. Industrial drill, nothing. I jumped off a 4-story building. Stood up, patted the dust off my jacket, looked around to make sure no one saw me grinning like an idiot. I was invulnerable. Completely, utterly, absolutely uninvadable. No power could pierce me. No force could move me if I didn't want to be moved. I was, for the first time in my life, immovable. Someone spray painted it on a wall near my apartment after a viral clip leaked. Max, Mr. Uninvadable. I stood in front of that wall for a long time. Maybe I thought my name finally means something. But the blessing hadn't come alone. They came through the fractures the comet left behind, rips in dimensional space that pulsed like wounds in the sky. We had no names for them at first. The news called them harvesters. Dark, towering figures with no fixed shape, flickering between forms like corrupted signals. Their eyes burned with the same color as the comet's light. They hadn't come to conquer. They hadn't come to destroy. They'd come to steal. The comet's power was currency where they came from, rare, precious beyond measure. And here was an entire planet of people walking around dripping with it. To them, Earth was a vault left wide open, and they knew exactly how to drain it. People with power started collapsing in the streets. Entire city blocks found their newly awakened abilities simply gone. Victims described the same thing. A cold that started in the chest, a pulling sensation like something vital being ripped out, and then nothing. Empty. Hollow. Worse than before the comet. The military tried. They failed. Their weapons passed through the harvesters like smoke through a window. The people with powers tried too. Some fought bravely. Some fought brilliantly. None of it was enough. Because you can't stop something that can't be hit. Which gave me an idea. If their power couldn't touch me, I could touch them. I thought about it alone in my apartment the night the harvesters descended on the city center. Screams drifting up from the streets below. Emergency lights painting the ceiling red and blue. Who am I? A month ago I was nobody. A man going through the motions, invisible to the world, waiting for a life that never arrived. But now I was the only person on Earth whose power couldn't be taken. The only one they couldn't drain. Couldn't hurt. Couldn't stop. I pulled on my jacket. I had no training. No mentor. No legendary backstory or tragic origin. I was just a bored, tired, ordinary guy who got hit by a comet and discovered he was unbreakable. Maybe that's enough. Maybe that's exactly enough. I opened the door. Outside, the sky was full of fractured light and the sounds of a world that needed someone unevadable. I smiled, for real this time, the kind I'd forgotten I owned. Let's go.